It's a game show song, just like that.
Game show.
Game show. Game show. Welcome to our game show. A game show where we play game show. It's gonna be real fun. It's a game show song. Like that.
Contestants.
Who are they gonna be this sound?
This time it's going to be Liz Graven, all-time loser.
Are you still gonna do the?
Yep.
That's fine. I think they got it. Game show song.
Game show.
Indeed, it's a game show. Hey, the Werners, how are you?
We're good. I missed you.
I missed you too.
So long since last we've spoken.
It seems like minutes. I gotta take this off. I just want the
Yeah,
world to
take
know.
it off. Do it slowly.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just want the world to know that I do indeed tie my own bow tie. Well, welcome the internet to SpinOff, the game show after party. It's so exciting. We've got new backdrops so that you know that we are in fact on a game show and not in the exact same place that we were half an hour ago. We've moved to the game show studio.
Studio is massive.
The massive game show studio here in the bowels of open stage. And it is that kind of show, Patrick Hughes. If you didn't know, now you know. Welcome to the show, Nick and Stacey Werner, my co-hosts, my anchors. Thank you for being here. And if my name is Chris Gibson, my friends call me Gibby. You folks at home, please do that as well. We are joined tonight by none other than our very own producer, Brianna Dow. Bree. There, look at this. What a colorful group we are. It's just it's very exciting. The energy is palpable. Chad Michelson still around, or is Chad nodded off? Oh, there's Chad. Hey, Chad.
I'm here to party.
Oh, good. Wonderful, Chad. Great. Chad, fix your backdrop. That little corner is just going to drive me bonkers. Okay. I love the solid colors. Get Chad off the screen. And go. And we want you to subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, you click the little subscribe button. Or the little notification or the little notification bell. Look at all the places you can experience us. It's scrolling along the bottom of your screen. Please do that. Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know, because what we have for you is a game show with a panel, a celebrity, a panel of celebrities, if you will.
Famous, yeah.
To a very, very small group of people, we are relatively well known. And when it comes to small amount of notoriety, the first person that comes to my mind, of course, is TJ Creedon, America's sweetheart. TJ Creedon.
Quarantine has changed you.
Really
You're not America's sweetheart anymore.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I am. I still am.
Oh my
God. Just me.
Don't somebody give him a light for that pencil. And then, we of course, we have our anchors on the panel, Nick and Stacey Werner. We have America's sweetheart, TJ Creedon. And then we are joined by another couple who was just on My Talented Friends Live, Renee Stairs and Matt Panera, coming to us from Austin, Texas. Hey, guys. Yes.
Welcome. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to everybody. If you have a drink, let's all drink. Indeed.
This is a cup of trash that I keep on my desk.
Oh,
We love a good prop. Don't touch my props.
prop humor. This is a show about prop humor. Hey, Renee and Matt, how is the weather down in Texas? Are you guys afraid of hurricanes in Austin? You're pretty good, right?
They usually fizzle out before they get here.
Yeah.
Not too bad for
Bless
us,
you.
but
It's a little unclear if it's gonna come over here, if it's gonna rain or not. So
Nobody seems to know what's going to happen with these darn things.
really.
yeah.
First
Yeah,
off,
my mother-in-law lives in Houston, so
Ooh, they might get it down there for sure. Yeah.
well, you know who else lives in Houston? The
Not
all-time
you.
loser of this show, the person who can't escape this show, Liz Graven. Let's bring her on the screen.
Oh, I
Liz.
love a good segue.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
you're
very much.
prepared.
I am very prepared.
Liz, just in case it just torrential downpour in the house, you're covered.
Yes.
You're good to go.
Yes, I want to be ready.
Now we joke about hurricanes, but in Houston, it's kind of not really that much of a joke. You guys have had some rough times with hurricanes that I've experienced and that you've experienced, and so what do? Do you just laugh it off? Do you guys stock up? What do you do?
Well, first you clean out the backyard and make sure there's nothing that can fly away. Did that before the show.
Okay.
And then you make sure there's food. And of course, most importantly, you go to Specs and get lots of alcohol.
If you're not from Texas, Specs is a wonderful,
The best
like
place in the world.
it's like a it's like a Taj Mahal of liquor. Here in Pennsylvania, we have very bizarre blue laws.
Liquor laws. All of our liquor stores are owned by the state, and they have very weird hours. You can't buy bottles of liquor after like 6 p.m. in most places. So,
But you
We
can
just
buy
can't
liquor
buy
on a
liquor
Sunday.
on Sunday mornings here. Yeah,
see,
that's what we can't.
you can't buy it at all on Sundays here. In
Not
No,
till
you
after
can
nine.
now. You can. They changed that, Stacey. You can buy
all
liquor
right,
on
text
Sundays.
me and tell me where.
I
and
will.
we
I will do.
Yes.
I got the hookup on that.
The
Yep,
Lord's
yep, yep.
Day.
Many times I go to the grocery store and I have to put my booze back. It's upsetting on Sundays.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you try to buy more than 2 12-packs here, they make you check one of them and then go out into the parking lot and come back. I mean, I'm not even joking.
How are
That's
you
an
getting
actual
along
thing.
there?
The liquor
Oh my
laws
goodness.
in PA are weird.
Weird.
That's why we
Um,
Lutherans use grape Kool-Aid for the blood of Christ.
Oh, TJ, gosh, always with the uplifting message. Thanks, TJ.
Yeah.
You know who else we're just ignoring? We're just completely pretending as if he doesn't exist. Is Brennen Dickerson, our other contestant tonight? Brennen.
Oh my God.
I'm used to
Brennan.
that treatment. I'm used to that.
you
It's
don't
fine.
deserve that. You don't deserve
I
that.
agree. I don't.
Brennen, you are here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, or just outside of Harrisburg. Where's the neighborhood that you are? What is that?
I'm in Mechanicsburg.
Mechanicsburg, where they drop a wrench on New Year's Eve. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Sure, never been.
It's true. They do. They drop a wrench in Mechanicsburg, and then in Dillsburg,
Pickle.
they drop a pickle.
That one I knew.
Lebanon. Bologna.
bologna,
Not to be
yeah.
in
Place.
Your family. Don't you hail from Lebanon-ish area?
I
Bree?
do. I do. Yeah.
Breeza, you're a salami girl. Would you go when you were a kid to
Bologna. It's
Yeah. Oh, okay.
bologna?
yeah.
So sorry.
Not salami.
It's a fair.
Yeah.
Very different. Yeah. There was
I
a
love
whole
Get your
bologna
deli mix
fest.
right.
Yeah.
I love a hard salami. Okay, tell you what, let's get on with the show. Bree, let's get rid of everyone except for me for a second. Just a lot of me time right now would be great, so that I can explain to our audience what we're going to do. You see, this game is called SpinOff because we have the Wheel of Death, and you'll see the Wheel of Death in a little bit. But in My Talented Friends Live, we have this great wheel. Oh, Bree, show them what the wheel looks like. We've got it down in the pits of despair right now. There it is. Just kind of chilling amongst the eternal flames of despair. The Wheel of Death Cam for Cutie is there at our disposal. We'll come back to it. And we actually spun it a little bit earlier. Sorry, Stacey. We spun it a little bit earlier to determine what game we were going to play. And the game, or rather the wheel, dictates all. And the wheel chose a game that we like to call Over Under. Now, this is, oh, look at that. There's a graphic for it. I honestly don't know how this work happens. Where did the graphic come from? Who provided the graphic? I'm going to guess Rachel Landon, maybe? That is a spectacular graphic. Well done. Okay, so the way Over Under works is each one of our celebrity panelists is going to make a statement about themselves that sort of culminates in a numerical approximation. So they're going to say, I do this blank times, or I have done this blank times, or they're going to say, I do this, and they leave the number blank. And then I'm going to guess how many times I think they've done this thing, or whatever the number is. And then our contestants are going to guess whether I am over or under. And if the contestants are right, they will score 5 points. If they are wrong, they will score 0 points. The contestants can agree. It's not one has to pick over and the other has to pick under. They can agree, so they can both score points. They can both be wrong. Okay, so that's how it goes. And I think we're going to start with let's start with TJ Creedon, America's sweetheart, and just that background is expertly framed, sir. I just want to say,
I would say so. Also,
Yeah.
I would show you how I did it, but I don't. A magician never reveals his secrets.
That's very true. And you are nothing if you're not a magician. What's that T-shirt say? There's supposed to be no logos on the show, but I'm very curious as to what's that for. No, I just
Nothing. I don't know
I
what
could
you're
care
talking
less.
about.
I just want to know, what is it for? What's the T-shirt?
It's Bethany Beach, Bethany Surf Shop. Excuse me, I got it on a trip.
Because you're a surfer.
Definitely. I mean, the hair really. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It
surfer
looks like
hair. It's surfer hair. So TJ, you've never played over under before. This is your first time, right? This is.
It is. It is my first time, as I think you will find is a theme.
Well, none of us have played any of these games. This is a brand new show. TJ, what is your statement?
My statement is I have taken blank naps this week.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one, because I know you love a nap. I think you do love a nap. I'm not saying I know that. I'm guessing that you love a nap. You look well rested is what I'm trying to say. And so I am going to say that you have taken 4.5 naps this week. 4.5. I say 4.5 so that I don't tie you, and so that the contestants, we don't get into any kind of tie situation. We don't have time for that. We just don't have time for it, TJ. So I'm going to say you've taken 4.5 naps. Let's get rid of TJ and let's bring Liz Graven up onto the screen. Liz.
Hello.
Hello. You and TJ have a very checkered past.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. You're right. You're right.
You've gone at each other's throats. You've made up. I think it's been a roller coaster of a relationship.
You are
So
correct.
if anybody knows how many naps TJ has taken this week, it's got to be you. Do you think it's more or less than?
Well, it's only Tuesday.
Mhm.
Now, while I'm sure TJ is an expert napper, I'm still going to go with under 4.5.
Okay. All right. So Liz is on record for under. Let's get her off the screen, and let's bring on Brennen Dickerson, master griller, Brennen the Gambler Dickerson. He knows when to hold them. Does he know when to fold them? Brennen, what do you think?
So TJ certainly seems like the type of person who would love a whole lot of napping, but yeah, it's early in the week, so I'm also going to go under 4.5. That's too hot for my blood. Too hot.
Everybody's going under. Now, TJ said in the past week I was paying attention. So I think he was saying in the past time frame of 7 days, but who knows? We could be wrong. Let's see. TJ, let's bring TJ on, get rid of Brennen, and let's see what is your answer, TJ Creedon.
I obviously didn't put as much thought into this as some other people have, because I did mean in the past 7 days.
I figured you did. I did. I understood it. I got it.
And I have taken 8 naps.
Oh, my
Saturday was a big day for me.
So that's more than a nap a day. All right, very good. So, I'm no points for our contestants. 0. Big donut for the contestants. Very good. Let's get TJ off the screen and let's bring up Matt and Renee from Austin. Guys, what is your statement?
We drink blank cups of coffee per month.
Ooh, a bigger time frame. I like that. Blank cups of coffee per month.
Yeah.
And this is just a generalized statement. That's not the month that we're in. It's just a month.
Correct.
You make this.
We're
Okay,
pretty
good.
reliable. It's a pretty
On
reliable
average,
schedule.
30 days
Yeah.
situation.
Gotcha. Consistent number there. Okay, good. Let's see what the contestants have to say. Get rid of Renee and let's bring Brennen back. Let Brennen go first. Brennen, now you don't know Renee and Matt you've never met them before.
I don't. I also don't have a line right now.
What do you mean you don't have a line? Oh, I gotta make a guess. I know them though. See, that's the thing is that I know them. Well, I know Renee. I don't know Matt that well, but I know Renee, and I think she's pretty motivated. In a month, and we're saying they, so this is them combined. So I'm gonna go with 60 and a half. I'm sorry, 60 and a half cups of coffee per month.
All right. I'm going to take the over there because Renee, from what I picked up from My Talented Friends Live, she has a lot of experience in the film industry. And as someone who also has some experience in the film industry, I know that those fiends pound coffee like crazy. So
early mornings.
Yeah, early mornings, long nights. You know, I'm definitely taking the over there. Pound the over.
Brennen is on the books for over 60 and a half cups of coffee. Let's see what Liz Graven has to say. Liz? Brennen brought up some pretty good logic there. What do you think?
I actually feel the same way. I think Renee by herself can do 60 cups of coffee. So I am going to go over. Okay,
we have both contestants saying over. Now let's see if Renee and Matt have pulled one over on us. What do you guys? What's the truth? How much do you drink? 72 cups of coffee.
Not that many, but
is it equally split, or is there one of you who drinks more?
I drink a little bit more. Sometimes I'll have that second cup, but we've curbed it. You know, we're not too bad, or else we're like
get a little aggro if we have too much.
Rachel Landon, not here tonight, but my wife, she'll tell you if I have more than one cup of coffee and don't eat, I am just obnoxious, and I'm usually a little bit obnoxious even before. Okay, great. So we have points on the board. 5 points for each of our contestants. Great. Let's get rid of Matt and Renee, and let's get up the Werners and see what kind of statement these guys have. What do you think?
Oh, quite a statement.
Oh, let's hear it.
How many times a week do you think Nick and I make whoopee?
I knew it was going to be that.
I was going to say anticipate something.
I'm going to go. I'm going to think. I mean, I know you're a loving couple. I know that, and I've very often on our show caught you.
We literally just had sex.
Pretty much mid-coitus. Mid-coitus.
Green room.
During this. So I'm going to say 7.5. I'm going to go straight with once a day, 7.5 times.
What's the half? Please explain to me the half.
I have to say half.
Handy, baby. That's just a handy.
So I don't. There you go. See, she knows what it is. Okay, get them off the stage. Quality content. That's what a handy is. It's a half of a sexual encounter. I mean, this is not entirely wrong. Let's see what Liz Graven has to say if she can collect herself after that. Liz, what do you think? Are the Werners are they prodigious in the bedroom, or are they?
Well, here's the thing: they are a very loving couple, clearly. But they're also theater people. This is a demanding, exhausting thing to do. So I'm gonna go maybe just a titch under, just a titch. Maybe they take one night off.
Sure. You gotta catch your breath.
You gotta recoup.
Collect yourself. Let all the swelling go down. Sure. Okay. So let's see what Brennen has to say about it. Brennen, you know Nick and Stacey very well. You know.
Yeah, very well. What I didn't know that they like baking so much and making whoopie pies. I thought that's kind of a new thing.
Oh, yeah. They're into it.
So I mean, everyone loves to bake and make whoopie pies. So I bet that they do it over.
Okay. See, now we come into the real true.
Yeah.
The thing of the over under. So somebody's going to make some points and somebody's not. Let's go back to the Werners and see what the dirty truth is.
So Liz was right in the fact that we are theater people. Yeah. And what I mean by that is we do 8 shows a week.
8.
Wait, is that your number? 8 a week?
Gibby, you were the closest.
Oh my
That
God,
may not
yeah.
be true. It may just be a joke, but it
Couple-
also may be true. I mean, it depends on the week.
That's what we're saying.
There could be a couple of handies in there. That's where the extra
Yeah,
half one comes from.
It makes up for the 14 handies that I
then there's that.
It
Yeah.
evens itself out.
Woo! I need a fan. Can somebody give me one of those fans? Because it's
Hi, Dad.
it's getting
Hello,
steamy in here. Hi,
Father.
folks. Mom and Dad are at home enjoying the show. Okay, so let's get rid of the Warners and let's get Bree up here. Bree, I don't know if are you ready to do a point tally?
I think so.
Okay, where are we standing so far?
I'm pretty sure Brennen is in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? With 10 to 5.
10 to 5. That's what I got. That's I did some gazintas and some ciphering, and I carried the one, and I came up with that Brennan's got a strong lead of 5 points.
Brennen 10.
I think it's time to move on to our next game. Then, what do you say, Bree? Is it time to do the NATCH game?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, great. So here's the deal. Let's bring all of the contestants and all of the panelists onto the screen, and nobody talk but me, because if we get into crosstalk, we all know David Richwine in our chat room. He's certainly gone to sleep by now, but he'll wake up and just the crosstalk. Okay, so here is it. Everybody knows how to play the NATCH game. Does anybody not know how to play the NATCH game? I'm going to read a statement, and there's a blank in there, and you fill in the blank. And contestants try to match what the panelists are saying. Liz, can you see me looking at you through the internet?
I hate the NATCH game.
You're not supposed to be talking now. It's just me talking. Just me talking. Okay, here it goes. This is the first question written by none other than Dave Richwine. It was so long that Bree had to cut some of it off in the banner, so I'm going to read it twice. Here it goes. The question is this. You're not going to believe what happened to me last night, said Jim. I was on my phone, not paying attention, and instead of logging into DoorDash, I ended up on Tinder. Imagine my surprise when a blank showed up in 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to read it again while this amazing game show music plays underneath me. Yes, you feel free to dance. The question is this. You're not going to believe what happened to me last night, Jim said. I was on my phone, not paying attention, and instead of logging into DoorDash, I ended up on Tinder. Imagine my surprise when a blank showed up in 30 minutes. All right. Let's get rid of all of our panelists. All of the panelists go away, and Chad too. Bye, Chad. The contestants can come back. Contestants can come back because let's bring up both of them, Liz and Brennen. Let's see what you guys came up with your answer, starting with Brennen. Brennen, you are the leader. Thank you for updating your name for us. That is great.
I don't anticipate it needing to change.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a high stakes game. All right, Brennen, you're not going to believe what happened to Jim last night. He was on his phone, not paying attention, logged into DoorDash, but he accidentally logged into Tinder. Imagine his surprise when what showed up in 30 minutes?
When TJ showed up in 30 minutes.
I almost spit all over the screen. TJ Creedon showed up. Imagine his surprise. Indeed. All right, Liz. Liz, what did you say?
So after Stacey's conversation, I apparently have a one-track mind of a penis.
A penis showed up. Well, if you accidentally, order on Tinder instead of DoorDash, you just might get a TJ's penis. It could be both.
There you go. It
Technically,
really
we both had the same answer.
It's true. It could be anybody's penis. Okay, so let's get rid of the contestants and let's bring up our guest couple of the week, Matt and Renee. You're not going to believe what happened to Jim last night. He was on his phone, not paying attention. Instead of logging into DoorDash, he ended up on Tinder. Imagine his surprise when what showed up in 30 minutes?
We show it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
A naked pizza man.
A naked pizza man. See, now that's like that's a sort of like a crossover, like a blend of the two. It's a great answer. Makes total sense to me. I don't know if you know this because you guys are relatively new to the show, but Chad Michelson, bring Chad up on the screen. Funny story. Chad is a professional food delivery person, and that's why Chad is no longer working in the food delivery, naked pizza delivery.
really was hoping you wouldn't bring this up.
Get Chad off the screen. We don't. It's true. We're here to tell truth. Okay. Thanks, Renee and Matt. Very nicely done. Let's bring up America's sweetheart, TJ Creedon. TJ, you are a hot topic in this show. You're one of the. You're one of the things. So let's see. What did you say? What ended up on Jim's doorstep when he ordered on Tinder instead of DoorDash?
Well, depending on who you ask, I think we have a match for both.
A lady of the night. Yes, indeed. A prostitute, if you will. Very good. Yes. But you're not a prostitute.
You should still tip. But either way.
Just the tip. Just the tip. Get TJ Creedon off the screen. How about Nick and Stacey? Let's see what Nick and Stacey had to say. Nick and Stacey, what showed up on Jim's door when he ordered on Tinder instead of DoorDash?
So in honor of my favorite fast food chain, Popeyes, we said deep fried cock.
Deep fried cock. Okay, that is a strong answer, and naturally it's deep fried. Now look, last week we went to the judges.
Louisiana fast.
Last week we went to the judges, and the judges, in retrospect, I felt were too harsh. I felt like this is a game that, we can't get down into the nitty gritty. So I am going to.
Very similar.
It was very similar last week, and I'm going to say, I'm going to bring up Bree and Chad, and we're going to get rid of the Werners here for a second. Let's just huddle up, Bree and Chad. Bree and Chad, I mean, cock, penis, is it the same thing?
I mean, I want to give him a point.
Yeah, I think it's a point. I think it's a solid point for Liz. Liz gets a point. She said penis, right?
Yeah.
She did.
Was it Liz that said penis?
Liz said penis.
Brennan said TJ.
TJ. So does that match?
No.
Lady that no.
No. TJ is no lady.
America's sweetheart.
America's sweetheart. I mean, he might be a person of the night.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna give the point to Liz.
We're on the same page.
We're gonna give the point to Liz. We're gonna do a quick point tally, and then we're gonna go to then we're gonna go to the Wheel of Death. So Brennan is still in the lead with 10 points, but Liz, hot on his trail with 6 points. It's anybody's game. Let's go to the Wheel of Death. Stacey, run to the Wheel of Death, Cam for Cutie. And Stacey, can I hear Stacey? Let me hear your thought. No, we got to bring up Nick too to hear Stacey. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I can hear you. Great. Okay, so Stacey, you're going to spin that wheel, and I'm going to say the traditional chant here on the game show, which is now hammy, now hammy, now hammy, and I'm going to say stop.
Now hammy, now hammy.
You ready? And let's spin it up. Now hammy, now hammy, now hammy, now hammy. Stop.
We have person, woman, man, camera.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV, as our dear leader said, is the game. Okay. It's a super fun game. I've been waiting to play it. Thank you, Stacey. Let's get rid of the Werners. Let's get rid of the wheel. Let's get rid of Chad. Let's get rid of Bree. Let's get just to me. And I will say this. Thanks for hanging out with us so far. Stick around for these quick messages, and we'll come back with more SpinOff, the after show game party. They're coming.
Hey guys, it's Nick and Stacey Werner. We're here in the studio of My Talented Friends Live, getting ready to record a celebration video just for you. If you're interested in getting one for yourself or a loved one or a friend, go on to openstagehbg.com and order yours today. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on.
My talented
HBG free.
Weird sweet days. Alcohol infused delight. Chocolate bourbon. She's on red. record, cupcakes and booze. What's your store called?
112 Science Studio.
And we're here at Aria Healing Arts, which is super cool collages. I got some great incense at Thomasina's Health and Wellness. It smells like my astrological sign. Okay, all right. Just checking in with the chat room. Everybody seems to be in agreement with our call on the penis. Good. So that's it. We are nothing if not a democracy here. Okay, great. You should spend money, Patrick Hughes, at the HBG Fleet. Okay, good. So this is a person, woman, man, camera, TV. I don't know if you've heard about this, but yes. Oh, look at that graphic. Just genius. And isn't he smug, that stable genius in our White House? He aced this test, a cognitive test that required him to do a thing. He had to repeat a series of words. And then he had to do some other things. And then he had to come back and he had to repeat the series of words in that same order again. And that is what our contestants are going to do tonight. So let's bring up our two contestants. This one does not really include our panelists very much now that I realize it, except for our panelists are going to have a little bit of an injection here. Let me just explain how this is going to work. We're going to go Liz first, and then we'll go to Brennen because Brennen is still the leader. And so basically what I'm going to do for both of you is I'm going to give you, first we'll go with Liz, and I'll give you a series of 5 words and you will repeat them after me one time. If you don't get that far, then you're out. Okay. So you must be able to at least repeat the words that I said. Then I will give you 30 seconds to name words starting with a letter, a specific letter that I say, okay? And you just free associate, just name, it doesn't matter, just any words that start with that letter, okay? You'll go for 30 seconds. At the end of the 30 seconds, I will need you to draw a clock, a physical drawing of a clock. You have 5 seconds to draw a clock, okay? Then the panelists will chime in and they will sort of assess your work. Then we'll come back to you and ask you to repeat the 5 words in the correct order. You may not write them down. This is a cognitive test. We're trying to, okay, you must use the old brain pan for this. Does it make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's get rid of Brennen for a second. And let's just let me and Liz just really, okay, you ready for this, Liz? This is your big moment. This is it. This is your redemptive moment.
What if I do worse than the president? Like, I'm very nervous right now. Very nervous.
It'd be very difficult for you to do worse than the president.
I mean, granted, I've been drinking a lot more. I'm assuming.
He doesn't drink, the president. Believe it or not, he does not drink. So maybe you're a little bit of a handicap. Maybe he should. Are you ready, Liz, to begin?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. And Bree, if you're listening, Bree, can you get your timer ready on a 30-second timer? Because once I read these things to her, we're going to need to time her. And basically, once I say go, you'll just start naming the words in a letter, and then Bree will jump onto the screen and tell you to stop. Okay? We've literally not, I'm telling everybody how this works because we've never.
Excellent.
We don't know. Okay, here it goes. All right. Here it goes. Liz, I'm going to say these words, and then you're going to repeat them to me.
Okay.
Okay? Let me say all 5 words, and then you repeat all 5 words in that same order. Okay? Okay, here we go. boat, tree, dog, hanger, knife.
Okay. Boat, tree, dog, hanger, knife.
Very well done. So far, so good. Now, you have 30 seconds to name any words that start with the letter F. Go.
F, frank, fall, fickle, fine, find, fork, fool, funky, fuck.
Wow, you're doing very well.
F, fiddle.
Yep, that's one.
I don't know what other words I've said.
That's the time.
Thank God, that felt very
is your
long.
time. Okay, now you got Bree. Stick around. Just stay right on there, Bree, because now we're going to do a 5 second. 5 seconds. Get your pen and paper ready. And when Bree says go, you draw the best clock you can draw.
Okay.
Bree, you tell her when.
Okay. And go.
That's it. Ooh, that's not a lot of time to draw a clock. Okay.
Wow.
Very good. So let's have the, you know what? No. Yeah, let's have the panelists up. Let's bring all the panelists up. And I'm just going to go round robin, starting with Renee and Matt. Did you feel like she did a good job on the letters? And how about the clock?
Great job on the letters. Really good looking clock. Wait,
Let's see the clock again.
Yeah, let's see the clock.
Yeah, I think with the time given, that's
yeah.
a pretty good looking clock.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was that little time.
Even got two hands
I
on
may
it.
not have been listening, but
neither was I.
It looked good.
In 5 seconds, that's a pretty good clock. TJ, what do you have to say?
I the F words were fantastic. The clock, not so much.
Okay, not a fan of your clock. She only had 5
Always
seconds.
with TJ with the attitude. Always.
TJ, the Werners, what do you have? What are your feelings?
Let me see that clock again.
Show us that clock.
Go,
Show
Nick,
us your clock.
We are big fans of art that involves
Salvador Dali. Oh, sure.
Good.
We could go on and
The
on.
F words were
No.
like,
yeah.
the F words were very rapid, and I liked that. You just kept going, and that
A lot
that
of
was
them.
good.
Sure.
Your circle on the clock was not so great, though. So
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Get rid of the panelists. Get rid of the panelists because now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty. Liz, can you name the 5 words that we talked about earlier?
Boat, dog, hanger, knife, and I forget the 5th one.
Well, you forgot the second one, which was tree.
Damn it.
Ah, so close, Liz. So close. It's an all or nothing. No matter how good of a clock you draw, you're just not going to get any points. Get Liz off the screen. Let's get Brennen up here. Brennen, I'm sure, has been training in the meantime, doing some pull-ups and mental exercises. Yep. Okay. Brennen, are you ready for this?
Yeah, probably not, but let's get wild.
Let's get crazy. I'm going to say these 5 words. You're going to repeat them to me, and then we're going to go on. Here it goes.
Good.
Desk, pencil, door, comb, kangaroo.
Desk, pencil, door, comb, kangaroo.
Very well done. Bree is ready with a timer in 30 seconds. Your letter is D. Go.
Dickerson, Dick, ditch, dinosaur, dinosaurs, Deinonychus, disc, discus, delve, dove, dive, deep, depth, dragon, diplodocus, Dragonborn, which is a class from Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure.
David, Dave Richwine, Dave Ramon Zayas. Dig, Doug.
Oh, I think the panelists are going to take you to task on that one. Okay, do you have your pen and paper ready? Brennen and Bree, do you have your 5-second timer ready? On Bree's go. Bree's go.
Yep.
And go.
There's not even really time to comment on this. I mean, 5 seconds goes by so quickly. That's it. That is it. He gamed the system. Okay, let's see what the panelists had to say. Touche and well done, sir. Let's see what TJ Creedon had to say about Brennen's performance.
Your list of D words was delicious, but your clock was a dud.
Oh,
Sorry.
not digging the digital. Not digging the digital. How about you, Renee?
Digital.
I don't know. It seems like a man of many shortcuts.
There were a lot of proper nouns in those D's.
There
a lot
were.
of proper nouns.
Hey, I'm an
And
English
some
teacher.
plurals.
Proper nouns are words.
That's true. That's true. They are words. I mean, I only said words. I didn't.
Proper nouns are words. I'm an English
a lot
teacher.
of plurals. I noticed.
Say that right now.
Big cop out on that clock. Big cop
Yeah.
out on all those straight lines on that clock.
Oh,
I think it's-
okay. You, Brennan, you are not allowed to. You are not allowed to interject. This is panelists only.
What is Deinonychus?
Yeah, what's Deinonychus?
A Deinonychus is a type of raptor.
Duh.
You know, when I was writing it
Not a
down,
dinosaur.
it looked like dinosaurs. So I was like,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
got some-
Deinonychus.
Yeah,
is
her
a
handwriting is
type
that
of
weird.
raptor.
The word don't you know, the longer you talk, Brendan, the harder it's going to be for you to remember those 5 words. The Werners, what are your feelings?
I think Brennan wins because of Dungeons and Dragons, Dave Richwine, Dave Zayas, and a digital clock.
Stacey?
I decided to marry him, so I will agree.
she begrudgingly.
She gets one.
The first time and only time she will ever agree. Get rid of all the panelists because now it's time for Brennan to prove his mental acuity. Brennan, I don't remember them. I've got to pull up my phone. And all right, Brennan.
That's a good sign.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, boy. Desk, pencil, door, copy. Stapler. I know that's not it.
You got desk, you got pencil, you got door. It was comb, and then it was kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
So close, and just well played game. I, for one, thought the digital clock was using the old brain pan. So
Thank you.
It doesn't get you any points. Matter of fact, if I'm correct, we are still at a 10-6. Is that correct? Still at 10-6. All right, folks, it's time to move on to round 4. Round 4, of course, is another round of the NATCH game. It's just like the match game from the 70s. It's not a ripoff as much as a satirical homage. And if everyone is ready, let's go ahead and bring up all of the contestants, all of the panelists, even let's bring up Chad Nicholson. Chad Nicholson? Oh my God, I've been drinking.
Chad Nicholson.
Chad Michelson. Chad Nicholson out there somewhere that was just like, huh? What do I have to do? Okay.
Jack's younger brother.
Okay, so everybody shut up while I read this question. Okay, here it comes. Here we go. My landlord is so mean. Last week, I asked her to do something about the leaking toilet, and she replaced it with blank. Bree, are you going to play that music? Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's there. It just has a nice lead up to it. Okay, my landlord is so mean. Last week, I asked her to do something about the leaking toilet, and she replaced it with blank. Chad's here to dance. That's why Chad's here. Get Chad off the screen. Get everybody off the screen. Everybody but me. And then we will go to... Let's go to, oh no, actually, yeah, I guess we should just bring our contestants. I'm sorry, Bree. Bring both of our contestants back on and let's see what Liz had to say. Liz, you're trailing. You're still in the game. You're still in the game. It's anybody's game.
I said a holy bucket.
You said, my landlord is so mean. Last week, I asked her to do something about the leaking toilet and she replaced it with a holy bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a hole in it, not like holy.
Well, you know, a NATCH game answer is good if it requires an explanation. So you're on a good track. Brennan, what did you come up with?
We're like-minded on this one.
A bucket.
Just a regular bucket, though, so
A
she
bucket.
gets,
Well, you know what, I
credit
think-
for some more creativity.
I think bucket is, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say bucket is the operative word. Holy or not, bucket is the answer. Okay, let's see what Renee and Matt came up with. Renee and Matt, my landlord is so mean. Last week I asked her to do something about the leaking toilet and she replaced it with a urinal. I mean, you know what? That's fine unless you're not somebody who stands up to urinate. Then
it's only good half of the time anyway.
I was trying to think of something vindictive, like something.
Yeah,
really
I only
mean.
fixed it halfway.
So you try to poop in this urinal.
I fixed it, but you can't use it.
Yeah, take that.
Not a match, but a fine answer. Let's see what TJ Creedon had to say. TJ, when my landlord asked her to do something about the toilet, she replaced it with what?
Liz, I'm sorry to say, I think we're going to be friends again.
Oh
Because I said a bucket.
That's a point for both. A point for both. I think match is a point for both at this point. So I mean, it's kind of a moot point, but a point nonetheless. How about the Werners? The Werners. What did you say? My landlord is so mean. Last week I asked her to do something about the leaking toilet, and she replaced it with what?
The ever uncomfortable porta potty.
Oh yes, and a finely drawn toilet.
In 4 seconds. Yeah, he sure did.
You drew a toilet in 4 seconds?
Absolutely.
Nick Werner, you got to put that on the resume.
My talented friends. Am I right?
Indeed. Who
I
can draw
have
it?
seen one before in my life, so
He just did it from memory, just like that. Well, not a match, but a finely drawn answer. Let's get rid of the Werners. And where do we stand, Bree? What are our points? Brandon Strong still lead with 11 points, and Liz is at 7 points. So, it still could happen, ladies and gentlemen. Anything could happen on SpinOff. You never know how the final round of the Natch game is going to go. And that's what we're going to do next. After all of you folks watching, if you please would just subscribe to our YouTube channel and friend us on Facebook. Join us in the Facebook group. We have a lot of fun in there. We're going to play some SpinOff games this weekend. And in the meantime, while these contestants start stretching and really working out their muscles and getting ready for the final round, where the rest of us are going to enjoy these fine handcrafted commercials.
Stacey Werner. We're coming from you live at Open Stage here in beautiful Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And today we're recording digital greeting cards just for you. Do you have a birthday? Do you have something you'd like to celebrate? Would you like to send something to a loved one? We can do anything customizable just for you. Head on over to OpenStageHBG.com and order yours today. Take it away, Nick. Say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. Say it's your birthday. Gonna have a good time. A lot of birthday! Yeah.
My talented friends.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been a barn burner of a game here on SpinOff. Boy, it's actually pretty close. Brennen Dickerson is still holding strong with an 11-point score, and Liz is Liz is up to 7 now. Is it? Did Liz get another point? Where did Liz get that other point from? She got another point somewhere. 7. Okay, good. Yeah, sure. 11. 7. Liz, yeah, is that right? Okay, so there's a 4-point difference, and interestingly enough, 5 points the final round. Liz could come back and win her way off of the show. Otherwise, she's stuck here in perpetuity. So it's nothing to do but do our final round of the Natch game. Let's bring up all of our contestants, all of our panelists. Let's bring up Bree. Let's bring up Chad. Let's bring up everybody. Let's do like a whole Brady Bunch situation here. All right. We need one more person for Brady Bunch, but anyway, we're fine. Everybody, the final round of Natch game is it's so simple. It's just usually just 2 words. It's just 2 words. And this week it is, in fact, 2 words. And I just want to reiterate to my contestants, the object here is to match the panelists. Okay, here we go. Everybody pay attention. The final clue is hot blank. Hot blank. Take a minute and think about that while Chad and I dance. I think that's plenty of time. Let's get rid of everybody except our contestants. Let's just leave our contestants up here. Bye, Chad. Thanks for doing all the work that you do, Chad. So well done. Wow, here it comes. This is for all the money here. And since Liz, this could be a defining moment for Liz. We're going to have to ask you, Liz, to go ahead and give us your answer first. Let's see. What did you come up with? Hot what?
I went with the theme we've had for the last part of the evening. Hot sex.
Hot sex. Good answer. I think that could be a winner. What will happen if you win, Liz? We won't be able to go on without you. It'll be so strange. Brennen, what did you come up with? Hot what?
I also went with a theme, but for my talented friends.
Hot dogs. Our sandwiches. Fighting words. I know that a lot of our audience will fight you on that statement. I was provocative and it was meant to be so. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's start with our guests, our Texan friends from Austin, Texas, Renee and Matt. What did you come up with when I said hot? What was immediately the thing that jumped into your mind?
We also went for a food theme. Potato.
Hot potato. It's a perfectly.
The first thing that came to mind.
Perfect.
And then hot dog was definitely the second thing that came to mind because Sonic is right out. So.
We love the Sonic. Okay, so not a match, but very good. And still, anything can happen. Nicely done, Renee and Matt. Let's see what TJ Creedon, America's sweetheart. When I said hot, what jumped into TJ's brain?
Liz, I'm sorry. I think our feud has reignited because I said dog.
Yes. I always knew TJ was a real one.
Oh my goodness, right. Liz Graven. Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it? It just doesn't matter because now, with a stunning lead of 16 points, there's just nothing that can be done. But of course, we're going to find out what the Werners had to say because I bet you if you had a match, it was going to come from those two knee knockers. Let's see. Hey, the Werners, what you got? When I said hot, what did you think of?
We got hot pocket.
And the toilet. A hot pocket.
With another beautiful drawing of a toilet.
Is it just going to be a toilet every time? I hope so. Nick, please always draw a toilet with your answers.
It's so dumb.
Oh goodness!
What are we doing?
Let's get rid of the Werners and Liz. You know, the victory was so close you could taste it. You could taste it. It tasted like a hot dog.
There's so many places
Which
to
would
go
have been
with
a
that. I'm not
great
even sure how to
It would have
say
been
that.
would have been a stronger answer. You know what, Liz? I thought hot sex was a fine answer. Matter of fact, I think that it was a great answer, but it wasn't the right answer. And so, Liz, unfortunately, clear your schedule because you're back next week. Because on this show, the winner gets to leave, and that is not you, Liz. So we love you, and stay dry, stay safe, please. Don't let those hurricanes get you. Hopefully they'll bump into each other and dissipate and go away. We love you, Liz. Thank you. Mwah. Bye. Brennen going for the jugular Dickerson. Big winner. You know what you win? I didn't even talk about what the prizes were, but the prize is a digital musical greeting card from Nick and Stacey Werner. You get this. You get to essentially say, okay, Nick and Stacey, here's the deal. I have maybe a friend's birthday coming up, or a anniversary, or a bat mitzvah, or maybe somebody's getting divorced, or maybe somebody is, it could be anything. Any event that you want to have commemorated by a song performed by the Werners, we'll record it and you give it to you, and you can share it on the internet and give it to somebody who you care about, or someone who you don't like. That's how people don't often take up on that. Make it a hate card. You can definitely do that.
So like someone I don't like a Chris on deck.
Oh boy, I didn't want to. Yes, I didn't want to bring it up. I tried to shake off the ugliness that happened in my talented friends live. The ugliness that started right here, and maybe it's appropriate that it ends here too.
Yeah, I think so.
You might be stunned. You might be stunned, but we actually have Chris on deck, waiting to reply to your calling out. There he is.
Brennen, hello.
Christopher, hello.
Now look, you guys. First off, let's think back to how this all started. You both came on the show. You both rubbed your beards in my face. You both rubbed your chest hair in my face. And well, that's not what this is about, Brennen.
Yeah, this is not why I'm here. You told me.
I said that maybe we could find closure, that maybe there was a way on the other side of this where you guys are friends. You've always been friends. Look, Chris came up with a terrible idea. And you did, Chris. You came up with an horrific idea to make a terrible sandwich. And Brennen, you were given the opportunity to sort of mitigate it, and you just walked into it with open arms. You embraced the absurdity. It's on. Anybody can go on YouTube and watch. Wait, Bree. Is that clip possible to run now? Is ever going to work, that clip, or is that clip just not going to work? Well, I can't hear you. Chris on deck, our pop culture scientist. You came up with this idea. Tell the kids about it.
I emailed Gib and was like, hey, I kind of have an idea for a thing. And I just blacked out. Like, what happened? Like, are you high right now? But
you said, what if we were to put a bunch of different food ingredients?
I gave a list of things to Chad today, and I mean, we can go where the spirit leads us, really.
Our own Brennen Dickerson is going to make these into a sandwich and grill it. If only we had Brennen Dickerson here to answer to this. Oh my God. Can you two just turn your beards down for one frickin' minute? Oh my God. I love it. So Brennen, you're down with this? We're going to pick these ingredients and you're going to turn it into a sandwich and put it on the grill?
I guess, yeah. I'm a little terrified, but yeah, let's do it. Let's get
consequences. Are you ready? Here we go. Spin that wheel.
Now hammy, now hammy, now hammy, now hammy, now hammy, now hammy, now hammy. Stop!
We have jarred gravy and blue cheese.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Brennen a little bit of agency. You may choose between the jarred gravy and the blue cheese.
I wrote both down, so I'm doing both.
Yes!
Your agency to do with what you will. Okay, let's spin it.
Both.
Brennan's going with all of it. Oh my God, this is going to be I'm already sick at my stomach thinking of this sandwich, but okay. Oh my God, Brennen.
I love you. I love all of you. I'm so excited to see you.
That is not, this may be the end of my foodie friends. Rachel says she's totes puking. Brennen made his own bed. I gave him agency. I gave him options, and he just chose to just toss them to the wind like so much Pennsylvania wine. Just, oh God, you're a Get your God macho guys off the screen. So now when you see yourselves and you see how the situation unfolded, do you see that you're maybe both a little wrong and maybe both a little right?
Yeah, maybe.
I agree that Brennen was a little bit wrong. But I possibly also was too.
Well, that's good. That's good.
You know what, Chris? This is for you. It's all for you.
No. Nope.
Right back at you, buddy.
No. That's, see, nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for that. Okay. I'm glad you guys have kissed and made up now. Get off the screen. No. You know what? Don't get off the screen. Because you know what? In the spirit of reconciliation, it's so great. I might have asked for it. I might have asked for it a little bit, just a little bit. I don't have anything. I mean, I'm just like, I'm hairless, like a hairless cat. I have nothing to offer. You guys bring so much machismo to the show, and I'm like, I evaporate it. But here's what I think: since you guys have gotten back together, Chris, you did something positive for the show. You gave us the now infamous "Now Hammy" chant, which we'll do in perpetuity, and even though it doesn't really make sense to anyone else who would just join the show, why are they saying "Now Hammy"? Doesn't matter. And Brennen, you really did turn the sandwich around. Ultimately, even Chris had to admit it was pretty tasty considering.
I ate the whole thing.
Yeah. So did you actually eat the whole thing?
I actually ate the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, I had faith in you that you would turn it around, and you did. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to bring up the Wheel O Death Cam for Cutie. Hello. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Brennen, since Brennen is the big winner tonight, Brennen will do the Now Hammy chant and stop the wheel. And whatever game is chosen is the game that we're going to play in the Facebook group this weekend. Okay,
yes,
so all of our Facebook friends.
Facebook.
Follow us on the Facebook.
Follow us on Facebook.
So, Chris, you go ahead and give us the go-ahead to spin, and Brennen, you give us the Now Hammies and stop it, okay?
All right.
Go ahead.
Now Hammy, 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 now stop!
Oh, we got person, woman, man, camera, TV
nope,
again.
Can't do it. It's a repeat. It's a repeat.
Should we do it again?
Yeah, we got to. It's a respin.
It's on you.
On you, on deck.
Go.
Now Hammy, now Hammy, now Hammy, now Hammy, now Hammy, now Hammy, now stop!
You're a what?
You're a what? Well, we don't know. None of us. Oh, look, there's the. There's the.
How did you have that so readily available?
I don't even know. It's a combination of the mad skills of Breedow and Rachel Landon. Okay, so that's it. We're gonna play You're a What in the Facebook at some point this weekend. Bring up everybody up. Let's just make it chaos. Let's bring everybody up. I think we now have a legit. If we get Bree up there, oh no, we don't. Even without Bree, we've got a legit Brady bunch going on here. There we go. There we have it. It's a story of a late night game show.
That was perfect.
Thank you, Renee and Matt. Thank you for joining us all the way from Texas. Liz Graven, also from Texas, in harm's way. Wow, we love you. Chris on deck. Brennen Dickerson, the better beard. Thank you. America's sweetheart, TJ Creedon. Chad Michelson. I don't know what you did on this show, but thanks for being here. Bree Dow, you did everything. You made all the things happen.
Bree,
well done. Give it up.
Happy birthday, Bree.
Happy birthday, Bree Dow.
Thank you.
The Werners, I tell you what, Bree, let's just get rid of everybody, including me, and let the Werners take us out. Good night, Internet. We love you. Bye.